Welcome to my next playthrough series. Yes, this time it is Star Trek. Star Realms, but it is the Borg Invasion expansion. What that means is we can play it solo instead of a head-to-head game. It's virtually a reskinning of Star Realm, so it plays very similarly. However, the Borg expansion has a whole bunch of different things that go on because the Borg are actually attacking you and you're trying to take them down. So when we're playing solo, we will be playing against the Borg Sphere. Now the Borg Sphere, you know, like Star Realms, has actually 25 health. And you're thinking, well, that's not too bad. We should be able to wipe that out pretty quick. Yeah, the Borg have all kinds of tricks up their sleeve. And we'll get into them as we play the game. They basically, when you attack them with certain factions, they gain immunity to those factions as far as attacks go, and every time they assimilate a certain type of ship, so Federation, Romulan, Klingon, or Dominion, then bad things happen to you. We have a deck of cards, of course, which has the 4 different fractions in it, all shuffled together. There are 30 Borg assimilation cards. These will get shuffled into this deck once we lay out the 5 cards here. We also have a Decora class non-faction ship, happens to be a Ferengi ship here on the cover, that you can purchase for 2 recruit points, and it will always give you 2 recruit points, or you can discard it to get 2 attack. Everything is basically the same as Star Realm. So in our starting hand, we have scout ships. We have 8 of them, and we also have, if I can find one, we also have raider ships, 2 of those. So that's our starting hand, and we're going to have a hand of 5 cards. Now the Borg always go first. We have a total of 50 health. Okay, just to let you know. Borg's Sphere has a total of 25 health. Now there are 2 other Borg units in the game. It depends on the number of players, and you can play against them if you want. So there's like 50 health for the Borg cube, Locutus's cube, and you have the tactical cube, 75 health. But I think we're going to stick with the 25 health cube for the solo game, which you're supposed to do. Now I'm using dice here to represent the values. So this is the number of damage from assimilated ships that is going to be dealt against us. So let me lay out the 5 cards here. So let's see, I've shuffled this up. So we have a Klingon base. And these are all duplicates of the Star Realms, another base, a Romulan, what have you. Alright, now I have to shuffle in the 30 Borg assimilation cards into this deck, so let me do that, and we'll come right back. Alright, I have shuffled all of the Borg cards in as best as I can. There's now 105 cards in here. So we've got a couple of Klingon bases out here. We've got a Jem'Hadar attack ship. We have a Federation base, and we have a Romulan ship for purchase. Now, the cost purchase is in the top right corner, so 3, 8, 3, 6, and 1. Now there are 25 of these Gambit cards, I think they're called, or I think they're called Gambit here too. And we get 2 of them. They give us some benefits, give us a little bit of a boost because we're playing against the Borg and they're nasty. So we get 2 of those, the rest out of the game. And the 2 we get are, an aggressive culture. Each turn we gain 1 attack. Well, that's actually good. But I do believe this is a neutral faction. So there are immunities to neutral factions. So we get +1 attack every time. And this here, whenever you, not your locations, are attacked, reduce it by 1. Oh wow, so whenever we get attacked, we get 1 less. And if we destroy this, we draw a card. So that's pretty cool. So we get +1 attack each turn as a neutral faction attack. And we also have our attacks reduced by 1. That's going to help us quite a bit. Alright, without further ado, I think we're just going to play a couple of rounds and you'll see how it works. And ultimately, we're trying to take out the Borg Sphere. It has 25 health. We have 50. And you're thinking that's really good, but trust me, it's going to get ugly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, they do go first. So we've got, looks like we have 5 recruit. All right, let's get into the Borg turn. They're up first. and then we're just going to be alternating turns back and forth. Okay, so we're going to walk through this relatively slowly because it's going to be the opening couple of turns, so we've got to understand the rules. So the Borg start, and this is the Borg turn, so fill the objective. So on the Borg's following tasks, move all assimilated cards on the Borg ship to the collective. So the Borg ship will assimilate ships, the sphere will assimilate ships, moving onto the Borg sphere. So the first thing, if there are any ships on the Borg sphere, they go to the collective. They become assimilated, and this attack value will increase based on the number of ships. So that's the first thing, but it's not happening, of course, in the first turn. Borg movement. So the Borg ship will move one space toward the most expensive card in the trade row. So right now we've got a 3, a 1, a 6, a 3, and an 8. So they will actually move towards the 8, one space. You can see there's a little green arrow here, or a little green dot. These dots line up. So it's going to move one space this way. So it's trying to get over to the 8. But it didn't make it, which is actually good for us, a little bit. And let's put the... whoa, what am I doing? I'm looking at things upside down. The next is assimilation. So what does the Borg ship do? It will try to assimilate the ship directly below it. Okay, that's the next step. So what is directly below it? Well, the current ship, which is the Romulan, the Toulouse refit Romulan ship, they will try to assimilate. So they're in the process of assimilating the ship right now. So this is going to get replaced. I guess replaced with the Gator class. And now now that they are in the process of assimilating, we have a solo deck of cards for each of the 4 factions. There's none for the neutral faction. So they are in the process of assimilating hive integration the Romulan ship. So we have to play this card, and that's going to stay out here until the beginning of their next turn. Hive integration. So the player with the highest authority, well, that's us, we're the only player, immediately takes damage equal to the cost of the assimilated card. So that gets played out here to the hive. So we have to take a damage of 3 because that card costs 3. So instead of 50 health, we have just dropped to 47. So the Borg ship has just hammered us right off the bat as it's assimilating the Romulan ship. And then the next thing they do is they attack with their attack value, which is the number of collected ships, but they haven't collected any. And then over we go to our turn, so let's take our first turn. And yes, I already forgot that we have the planetary shield. Whenever you are attacked, reduce your attack value by 1. Okay, so instead of 3 damage, they only did 2 to us, so we are at 48. They're already messing things up. Okay, it is now our turn to go. So the Borg are currently trying to assimilate the ship. Now, if we can come up with attack value equal to its recruit value, we can wrest the ship away from the Borg sphere and gain it for ourselves. However, as we know, our first hand is all recruit. So we have 5 recruit and nothing else. We do have the aggressive culture. Each turn we can gain 1 neutral attack. What that's going to do, if we attack the Borg sphere for 1, we won't be able to get taking the ship away, but we could do 1 damage to the Borg ship. However, if we do that, then they would get a neutral shield, which means every one of our neutral ships could not do any damage whatsoever to anybody. So I don't know if we want to do that right now. But we do have 5 recruits. We have 3. Okay, let's take a look at some of the ones we can get. Well, we can get the Cora class for 2, giving us 2 recruit. Scrap it for 2 attack. What do we have here for a Klingon? The Klingon location. Now, locations and outposts. I think the locations act like outposts. They have to be attacked first. We just straight up scrap it for 5 attack from the Klingon Empire. Okay, well that could be useful. Or we can get this. Oh, that's 8. We're not getting that one. So 5. So we have a 3. What do we have here? A Dominion ship 4. Target opponent discards a card. If we make the Borg sphere, discard a card because it doesn't have a hand. We get to move it right or left one space on the board. This is not a bad card. Dominion 4 attack. That's actually pretty powerful. And then we could combo it by getting this one for 1, which is 2, target discards card. You know what? Why don't we beef up our Jem'Hadar? So this is going to cost us 3 recruit. So that goes into our discard pile. Kind of try to organize things a little bit here. That goes in our discard pile. Yes, immediately replace. So that was 3 a recruit and a 7. Oh man, this is just bad news. Bad news because, oh wow. This is going to be a short playthrough. This is an absolutely brutal thing to try to beat. Alright, we have 2 recruit remaining. And I guess we'll go ahead and get the other Jem'Hadar ship for 1. And this could be bad. Oh no! This is so bad! And the reason this is so bad, the drone. So the drone comes out in front of us. It is trying to assimilate ships that we have in our discard pile. But another card comes out, is a Romulan. Oh, wow. Okay. I do believe the assimilation, the drones, drones may only attack drones in their own area. Oh, we can attack drones. We have no attack. Actually, no, wait a second. We have an attack. We have an attack because at the end of our turn, we take a look at this, I think. I got to check the timing because when the drones come out, they go in front of you. And the value, the total value of the drones, you look in your discard pile, so they would be able to start assimilating this ship. But I think we get to attack it first. Come right back and double check that. Okay, bad news. This happens immediately, and then it is scrapped. So we have a 1. So the Borg, well, I'm just going to put this off the side. They're gone, but they now are trying to assimilate our Jem'Hadar attack ship. So it also goes up here, which is bad news because then, here we go. This triggers. All players choose and discard cards from their hand based on the cost value. So it was a 1, so we have to discard a card. Well, guess what? Right now, we don't have any cards to discard because we played them all. So we dodged a slight bullet there. But we do have the 1 attack, the 1 neutral attack. Each turn gain 1 attack. And I think we're going to use our 1 attack. Like I said, you can use attack to claim a ship back. So we're going to spend that 1 attack, which is the recruit value. We're going to get our Jem'Hadar warship back into our discard pile. But by attacking anything, drones, ships, the sphere itself, the Borg adapt. They adapt very quickly. That was a neutral attack, so they now have a force field against all neutral attacks, which means all neutral attack cards, including this one, are null and void. They do not generate any attack anymore. That's the end of it. When you get the 4th shield out here, then they reset and go away. I guess we figure out how to bypass the shields. But right now they have shields against all of our neutral attacks. So that's bad. So we discard our cards. It's the end of our turn. We've done everything we can. And 5 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is going to be our next hand. So this next time, now here's the bad thing. We have 1 attack, 2 attacks. We have neutral attacks. Well, they have immunity to neutral attack. The Borg has immunity now. So really all we're going to get next turn is 3 recruit. Yikes. Okay. We're going to have 1 more turn for this episode. Over we go back to the Borg. Alright, 1 more turn for the Borg. So the first thing they do is they were in the process of assimilating this ship, and they have now succeeded. And so this ship goes away, and they now have a power to attack us of 1. Second thing they do on their turn is they move towards the most expensive card, and that happens to be the Klingon outpost here, or whatever, for 8. Oh man, that is so brutal. Yikes. So they are going to try to assimilate the Klingon card. Oh, and I believe these get discarded. These would have been discarded at the beginning of the Borg turn, but they have just now, in the process of assimilating the Klingon. So what happens? The Borg assimilate a ship with the highest cost from any discard pile. Oh boy. Okay, so discard pile. Our highest cost ship is our Gator class Jem'Hadar. There we go. And now it's going to trigger this again. You can see how brutal the Borg are. It was a 3, so we have to discard a card. Oh. Well, and that's not a big deal for us because we have raiders that are useless right now. So we're going to discard our raider. Oh boy. Okay, so they've started that. We have to replace this card, and it's another Jem'Hadar. Okay, that's good. It's not it's not another Borg drone. Unfortunately, we have an 8 in here, a 3. So with all of that done now, the last thing they do is they go ahead and dole out damage to us. And of course, we have the planetary shield, thankfully. So we reduce the damage by 1. They would do 1 damage to us, but it gets negated by the planetary shield. Oh. All right, ending off for today. We'll take one more turn for us, and when we come back tomorrow, we'll get right back into the Borg laying the boots to us. Oh my goodness. All right, as you can see, we just have one neutral raider, which is ineffective because of the Borg shields, and we have 3 recruit, and we cannot use our aggressive either because they have a shield. So all we can do is recruit something for 3. And you know what? I think we're going to go ahead. We're going to try to concentrate maybe on the Jem'Hadar. So this is 1 attack, draw a card. And if we get synergies, we get another 2 attack. That's it. This gets replaced. Please don't be a Borg. Okay, so this goes here. And we keep doing this until we don't have any more Borg drones. Okay. Oh, that's a 1. We do have a 1 left, do we not? We had 3. This guy is going to try to assimilate one of our. Do we have any 1s? Oh my god, we have the Jem'Hadar 1. So they're going to assimilate that one. But they've already done the hive integration, so it's not going to trigger again. And this, of course, will be scrapped because they're doing a good job of just hosing us big time. I do believe that's the end of our turn. We have no attack because they have a neutral shield. We can't do anything. Can't get any ships back. They've got 3. Oh, wow. All right, well, we're going to discard our card. We're going to shuffle up our discard pile. And then we will be drawing up 5 new cards. And when we come back tomorrow, oh yeah, the Borg are going to be laying some major boots to us. I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, this is not good. What did we get for our hand anyway? An ineffective raider, 3, and okay, and we get 1 attack, draw 1 card. Oof. Okay, and no synergies. Yikes. Alright, so this is Star Trek Star Realms, the Borg Invasion solo mode. And as you can see, things can get pretty ugly pretty quickly. I don't know what we're going to do, but it's a good challenge, so we'll see. And this is just the Borg Sphere. I don't know how we would ever try to take on the Borg Cube solo or the tactical Borg Cube. The Borg yeah, I don't think we would be able to handle. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for your comments, descriptions, and likes. This is Star Trek Star Realms Borg Invasion solo. We'll see what we can do tomorrow. I hope you join me for that.